Well, howdy guys and gals. Back roads, Brenton here, sometimes backwaters. I'll probably put this on my vlog channel. And anyone that watches this, thank you for following me over here. I know these are kind of different kind of videos. And today, Wavey and I are out driving around. It's the first, it's an amazing day. It's like 72 degrees, a little windy, but you know, first warm day we've had for months and months and months. All winter, and spring really hasn't started yet, even though it's almost May. So, but it'll come. It's almost here. And we drove up to Skanee, which is, I'll show you on the map, right around here somewhere in the video. I wanted to go see the mouth of the Huron and see what the lake's like and look at the islands. You know, I love that place. Plan on doing a lot of camping up there, and we'll go back to the islands and do some more exploring this summer. And I'm trying to take some back roads back, and you know, if it's a road I haven't been on before, I just kind of turn on it and go to the end of it. And I found something called Cemetery Road, and I found this Skanee Cemetery. And you know, a few years ago I used to do videos wandering around cemeteries, you know, looking at the names. You can learn a lot about an area, you know, based on the names and who settled it. If you can figure out, you know, what the names, you know, are they Finnish names or Polish names. And you know, most of you know there's little markers, obvious ones. You know, if it ends in ski, it's a Polish name usually. And if it's, you know, en, you know, Molkaninen or whatever, you know, you've heard me say it before. It's usually Finnish. There's a lot of Finlanders around here, you know, always has been. Probably less than there used to be, but you know. So yeah, how about if I turn the phone around and we just kind of wander around the cemetery for a few minutes, and you know, I'll find the best headstones, and you know, we'll try to figure it out. I saw a Gustafson back there, which always reminds me of grumpy old men. Gustafson. And the last thing I'll say about this is, in the past, I've had a couple people, actually maybe only one, kind of suggested it's kind of disrespectful to do, you know, videos like this. I don't agree. I mean, if it was disrespectful, I wouldn't do it. I actually think it's honoring people from the past, you know, to acknowledge them, you know, to wonder. I hope that when I'm buried in the ground someday, someone comes across my spot and wonders what my life was all about. So I'm always doing it with respect, and I hope that that's evident, and I hope you feel the same. So, okay, guys, enough rambling. Let's go look around. Of course, I got Wavey constantly pulling on the leash. Okay, so right off the bat, I spot one that is probably Finnish. S-A-A-R-I. The reason why I would guess that it's Finnish is because the two A's in a row. Finnish language likes to do that. You can get some pretty long names out of that. Not sure why. I recently heard on a podcast, I think, that the Finlanders are not your traditional Scandinavian European stock. They come from somewhere else. I'm trying to think where I heard. Was it like Asia or something? Maybe somewhere in Asia, but yeah, they're different. I used to have somebody that watched the channel here that lives in Finland, and I haven't seen him in a while in the comments, but if he happens to come across this one, maybe he can comment on it. So I sent him a book one time. I sent him a copy of Shanty Boat. So okay, guys, let's keep looking. We've got a Nordquist, which I believe is Scandinavian of some sort, maybe Swedish, Norwegian. I guess Nord's usually north. So Northquest, maybe? I don't know. I've seen that name before. I mean, that's a fairly common Scandinavian name. Spotting a Lundberg, which is definitely Swedish. Scandinavian for sure, probably Swedish. starting to get a feeling just by some of the names around here that this, was an area settled by Scandinavians. I see an Anderson, which is obviously a very common name. Salo, I believe, is Finnish. Ericsson over there. A Paulson, common Scandinavian name. Let's keep looking. You probably can't see this one because of the glare, guys, but it's Holmstrom, which is definitely Scandinavian, probably Swedish. Ericsson, Peterson. Yeah, this was a Scandinavian area. Skanee, Michigan. Got an Olga, another giveaway. Eleanor. Ivor. Mazki. Sounds Polish. There's always some Polish everywhere in the Midwest. Everywhere I go, I see the skis. Totinen, Finnish. Allison, Allison, like Scandinavian, the spelling. Ericsson, lots of Ericssons and Johnsons. Now this is a beautiful headstone. I don't know if you can see that engraving, but fishing boat, fish, cabin, deer. Definitely upper Midwest values right there. Another one of these nice stones. Catherman. Like to fish. See another Finlander over here. Kovala. And Olala. Here's a nice one with benches, inviting. Marinich. Raymond, World War II. I like it when they put the pictures. They really loved each other, obviously. This is the first cemetery I've explored in a few months. Here, let me get Wavey unwrapped around me here. So he's trying to trip me. Yeah, like when they're covered with snow, they're kind of hard to explore, But I saw some in Florida, and I explored them, but I didn't turn the camera on. But I'm being reminded today how when I do these little cemetery excursions, and I see a lot of, obviously, how do I put this? It's our grandparents' generation and, great-grandparents' generation, though it's quickly for me. I just turned 50 like a week ago. It's getting to be, even my parents' generation, this is where they end up in the cemetery, right? But you see a lot of people buried together, right next to each other. A plot, and the picture, like I just showed you of the guy that loved his wife and World War II vet and all that. And it just, I try to keep myself honest when I'm thinking like this. Like, am I just projecting onto the world? Am I just, it's really easy to do. It's human nature. I've never really been good at relationships like that. I've had some, obviously, but nothing really loving and lasting. And I'm sure I have something to do with it, if not half or maybe more, who knows. But I really just think that this whole idea of two people falling in love, early and getting married and staying married and having a family and raising that family together. I mean, it's not even my opinion. I mean, I'm sitting here framing this like it's my opinion. It's not my opinion. The statistics are there. Just facts. People are not, I mean, some, there's still people with some old-fashioned values. I'm not saying there aren't. There's always exceptions. But generally speaking, people are not coming together like they used to generations in the past, just not too long ago, in living memory. And maybe it's the sociologist in me, I wasted a few years in college studying that. Maybe it's just natural curiosity or something, but I'm always, trying to think of why. And I have my thoughts, but probably would be too involved to go into for this video. But I think we're in a lot of trouble, guys. It's not just America, but it certainly is, but it's the Western world in general. We're kind of falling apart, and without families, then what do we got? And we don't, society's built upon the family unit. And kids sink or swim, for the most part, based on their home life and their family experience. So something to think about. If you got any opinions on that subject, I'd certainly like to hear them. You could maybe put them in the comments below if you want. Okay, guys, I think we've looked around enough. Hope you enjoyed this. We're going to hit the road again, see what we can find, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Why do you always want what's 3 feet in front of your nose